Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Julie here. Tonight's video is going to be on the Presidents of the United States. This is a book I got at Ollie's, written by Jody Shepard, which gives us a little outline on each of the presidents. Real easy, simple video with just an outline, and then I do one little page with a little bit more, try to find a little bit more information out. I only allow myself that because I could write a book on everything that I'm learning, and I want to keep these videos under, under a certain amount of time. So I like doing this because I love history, and there's a lot of presidents out there, especially some of the older ones. We all know the founding fathers, but a lot of people in between, they're not very well known. So we're going to get on today with the 13th President of the United States, Millard Fillmore. He was born January 7th, 1800 in New York. He served from 1850 to 1853. He didn't have a vice president because if you were watching yesterday, he was vice president for Zachary Taylor, who died in office. His wife was Abigail. And she died, and then he remarried Caroline, and he had 2 children, and he died in 1874. While Fillmore was president, the first bathtub with running water was installed in the White House. Did you know Millard Fillmore was born poor and mostly educated himself? He carried a dictionary around with him to build his vocabulary. He also started the first permanent library at the White House. Millard Fillmore became president as slavery was becoming a bigger and bigger problem for the country. One major argument was over whether new states should be free states or slave states. To try to keep the Union together, Fillmore signed the Compromise of 1850, which gave each side a little of what they wanted. But like the actions of the president before him, the agreement didn't really please anyone. The Northerners hated that Fillmore continued the fugitive slave law. That law said that escaped slaves could be caught and returned to slavery, even if they were in a free state. Fillmore also took the first steps to open business relations between the United States and Japan. And this right here is Millard Fillmore. And there's that first bathtub in there. Now, what I was able to look on Google, and some of it may be repetitive. He was the last president to be a member of the Whig Party and the last to be neither a Democrat or a Republican. This is really, the parties were way different back then than the traditional parties we know now, and this is where we start seeing the Democrat and Republican parties come about. He was voted vice president in 1848. Fillmore was instrumental in passing the Compromise of 1850, which led to a brief truce in the battle over the expansion of slavery. He was born in poverty. He had little formal schooling, but he was really a self-educated person, as the book said. But he studied and became a lawyer. As vice president, he was largely ignored by Taylor. Taylor did not care for him at all. He married Abigail Power in 1826. I think that's what I wrote. Y'all, my writing's atrocious. And they had 2 children. In 1853, his wife got pneumonia, and they were at the White House area, and then she passed away. Then in 1854, his daughter passed away. He was upset about the Kansas-Nebraska bill and decided he wanted to run for president again, which he did not succeed at, obviously, because he's only listed as president once. He married Caroline McIntosh in 1858. She was a well-to-do widow. They moved to Buffalo, where they lived the rest of their lives. They devoted themselves to entertaining and philanthropy. In 2010, the U.S. Mint made a dollar coin bearing his resemblance. He and his first wife, Abigail, established the first White House library. And he was not a very well-liked president. A lot of people felt he wasn't educated enough to be president. they didn't like his bills and compromises and this, that, and the other. So he was not very popular. And I watched a video where I could know how to say Millard Fillmore, where I could make sure I said it right. And he was ranked like one of the down at the bottom, like way down number 5, the 5th worst president of the United States. So he wasn't well liked, but he was very, very, you know, he was, from what I was reading, he did a lot. He came from nothing, and he became a lot. Self-trained, became a lawyer, helped people. He helped a lot of people. So there's that. There's so much in these Google and the Wikipedia stuff, and it's like takes forever to try to go through it. So I'm just trying to just pick some things. But that's it. That's a little bit on Millard Fillmore, our 13th president. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all the things that helps to get the videos out there. Don't forget to check out our other channels, or not our other channels, our other videos. We are reading the Bible a year in chronological order with the Bible recap as our guide. Everything that I have is in playlists now, so it's a lot easier for you to find. So lots of different kind of videos for you to choose from. I want to thank you again so much for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.